Okay, here we go with track number 6. This is a 12-bar blues in the key of E, but unusually it starts in A. And it's kind of got a sort of an Eric Clapton influenced Blues Breakers style riff, which I'll show you, and then I'll give you the format. So it starts on A, and the first part of the riff goes like this. Okay, so we're doing twice on the A, 4th A, twice on the D, 2nd D, then 4D to 2D, then we play 2G, and then we play that riff twice. And then we go to sort of the same phrasing, as it were, but in E. So I'll just give you the notes. It's twice on the low E, twice on 4th low E, twice on A, 4 to 2 on A, and then 2nd D, and we play that twice. Then we go back and play the A riff again. And then the E again. Then we go to the B section, so we play in the B7 and the riff goes like this. Okay, so we play 2nd on the A twice, then slide from 4 to 6 on the A, play twice on 4th D, 6 to 4 on D, twice on 4G, and then hit this 5 low E and slide off. And then we've got a bar tacit, which means a bar of nothing, and then we play this little riff to end. Which is twice on the low E, twice on 4E, twice on open A, twice on the first A, then we play 4 times on 2nd A and let it ring. Then we start the whole kit and caboodle again. Okay, so let's just do a little demo with the backing track, and then we can move on and look at some soloing things. Okay, let's look at some soloing ideas. Now, we're going to do a similar idea that we did before. Do you remember when we went up a 4th, we did the track that was in A and we played up in the D position. Well, this is absolutely ideal for this type of thing, and I'll tell you why. Because sometimes when you get a blues like this that starts on the 4 chord, in other words, as I said before, it's in E, but it starts on A, and then you can quite clearly hear that when it goes back to E, that's the home chord. It can be a little bit tricky soloing over that A. So what we do is we go up a 4th from E and play this kind of A7 shape. And I'll just go through the scale again. It's actually A mixolydian, but it's going up a 4th from E. It will be 9 on the high E to 7 to 5. Then it will be 8, 7, 5 on the B. Then it will be 7, 6, 4 on the G. Then it'll be 7, 5, 4 on the D. 7, 5, 4 on the A. And then down to 7, 5 and 3 on the low E. And what we'll be doing is we'll be using that to play over the A chord, and then when the E chord comes around, we'll stay on it, and that will give us kind of an E major pentatonic sound. So it just means that we can play this nice, sweet 4th up shape over both chords, and it will work really, really nicely. Now, what I would advise we do when we get to the B chord, we're just going to kind of move up. We could do like we did before and move down to this. major pentatonic shape here. But just for a little bit of a change of flavour, we're going to move up a tone, okay, and we're going to use exactly the same idea up a tone. So this scale, we're just going to move it up. And then we're going to move back down for the final part of the chord where we go. Okay, we're going to use very similar licks to what we used before. And hopefully you'll hear it will sound nice and sweet. It's going to be quite a simple solo, this, and hopefully it will demonstrate this going up a fourth technique one step further. Okay, you saw me doing the fourth above thing, playing the A shapes, over the A, occasionally moving up to the major third of E, but basically keeping that the same. Then I moved up a tone on that shape for the B, back down to the A, then back to E, and I just moved down to that B note just to finish off that last B chord quite nicely. So hopefully that's given you some nice ideas for soloing on that track.